Asuka, the energetic and strong mother. Yamato, the younger brother who's always in his own little world. Follow us as we karate kick all your daily frustrations away. Asuka's Revenge.
I'm Asuka. I don't have any kids yet, but I've been married for 3 years and I'm a working housewife. Recently, I've become really into baking bread. Hello, I brought you some more.
Thanks.
One day, I made too much and gave some to my neighbors who were very happy with it. Since then, I've been delivering requested items and new creations like this from time to time. It was a peaceful time like that. But one day, I baked some rice bread that my father-in-law had liked before. And when I took it to him, his daughter Kotomi, who got married about 6 months before, was also visiting.
Thanks. My husband really likes this. What? You made this bread, Asuka-san? That's amazing.
I recently bought a home-use bread machine, so I've become really into baking. I was invited inside, and the 3 of us women sat down for tea.
Hey, Asuka-san, can you bake anything using the home-use bread machine?
Yeah.
Even baguettes?
You can make the dough for baguettes, but you have to bake it in the oven.
Really?
Naturally, we got really excited talking about bread.
Hey, Asuka-san, can you send some to my house next time? I really love bread.
Sure, but I don't make it that often.
Kotomi, if you want her to make you some, you have to pay for the ingredients.
I know that. Normal bread or French bread is fine. I'll come and get it if you contact me when you bring some to Mom. I have a job too, so I only make it 2 to 3 times a month. I only bring it to my parents' house once a month, so I've never worried about the cost of ingredients. The mother-in-law who said that to her daughter has never paid me for it either. But it's within the scope of my hobby. I guess I could. Okay, I'll see you next time then.
Yay! Thanks, Asuka-san.
I agreed to do it for now. And a while later on a holiday, I decided to bake some bread again, so I contacted my sister-in-law. I'm baking some bread. Do you have any requests?
I'd like some bread.
Okay. I just baked some bread the day before using the timer, and I used half of it for breakfast. So I baked the other half and some bagels with nuts in them, and in the afternoon I went to my in-laws' house.
Wow, you can make bagels too? That's amazing.
Well, I used an oven for this one.
Oh, it looks delicious. Thanks, Asuka-san.
My sister-in-law and mother-in-law were happy, and we had another tea party. We talked and had a good time, but we didn't talk about the cost of ingredients. But I didn't expect anything, so I let it slide. That night,
I'd like French bread next week.
What? No way. I have to go out next week, so I'm taking a break from baking. I received a request from my sister-in-law, so I replied with a wry smile.
Oh, then it's fine, even if it's on a weekday night. We ate the bread from today for dinner, and my husband was really happy about it.
I've been working overtime, so I don't think I can do it on a weekday. I'll contact you when I bake it next time. My baking is just a hobby, and I'll do my best to answer requests, but I don't want to go out of my way for other people, so I said no clearly. I received a stamp that said okay, so I left it as it was. Since then...
Akane-san, are you still working? Are you baking the bread today? I want to eat Akane-san's bread. Can you make anpan? I also love sweet bread.
Maybe it's because she's a full-time housewife and has a lot of free time, but she sends me messages without any regard for my work, so I was getting a little fed up with it. I've been ignoring them, but one day I told my husband about it.
What nerve does she have? She's been spoiled by her parents after all. Sorry, Asuka. I'll tell her myself.
It's not that big a nuisance. I'm happy to be asked, but it's my hobby, so I want to do it when I want to. I'm busy with work too. I know my sister-in-law doesn't mean any offense, so I just asked her to be careful with the way she says things. A few days later...
I'm sorry for being so persistent. I'll leave it to you when it's convenient for you from now on.
She's not giving up, but it seems like she's at least reflecting on her actions. My sister-in-law can be a bit annoying, but she's not a bad person. After receiving that message, she became quieter, so I breathed a sigh of relief. Then one day, after some time... Who could it be at this hour? Yes? I was able to come home early because work calmed down, so I was making dinner when the doorbell rang. When I answered the door...
Package for you. Please sign.
What? A delivery guy brought a big package. I was surprised because I had no recollection, but it did have my name on it. When I looked more closely, I saw that it was addressed to me, and the product name was Home Bakery. That's when it hit me. Could it be? It is! When I opened the box, I found a card with the words, "Congratulations," a piece of paper with the name of the online survey I had filled in a while ago, and a brand new home bakery. Wow, I never thought I'd actually win something like this. It was the first time I'd ever won anything from a survey or even entered one, so I was really happy. But why did I choose a home bakery of all things? Was it because the bread gods had my side? Or maybe the bread demon was charmed? A Japanese beef hamburger would have been better, but I decided to be happy about it. And a few days later, it's been a while.
Welcome back. We were waiting for you.
It's been a while since I baked bread and took it to my in-laws' house. While we were talking. Oh, by the way, I got a new home-use bread machine.
What? You bought a new one?
No, I actually won it in a lottery. I told them about the lottery, and then, well, I've got two, so I'm thinking of giving the old one to someone else. And the next moment...
I'll take the new one.
What? I heard a selfish line. But the new one...
It's better to give someone the new one, right? You're used to the old one, aren't you? I want the new one.
No, I'll give you the old one, but I'll use the new one.
Why? Come on, you won it in a lottery and it's free. The old one was the one you bought with your own money, right? You should give me the one you got for free.
To be honest, there's another reason why I wanted to use the newer one, and it didn't have to do with new or old. But when I was about to explain it, my mother-in-law opened her mouth.
I agree. Asuka-san, don't be so mean. Can't you just give Kotomi the newer one?
What? I thought I got along well with my in-laws up until now, but they're my enemies. I realized, and I suddenly felt like fighting them. I'm going to decline.
What? Why? You have two.
Have you made any bread before, Kotomi?
No, that's why I want the new machine. Please, Asuka-san, don't be so mean.
Asuka-san, can you think about it?
No! This deal is over. This conversation is over. And I'll also stop bringing you bread from now on.
What?
That's not good. I don't care. I'm going home then. I don't know if I'll be back again, but take care. The others started to panic, but I calmly went home. Then, my sister-in-law.
Asuka-san, are you angry? I'm sorry if I made you angry. Please, give me the old one then. Please?
I continued to receive messages like that, but it's not like I was angry, but I don't want to think about it, so please stop sending messages for a while. If you keep pestering me, I'll block you. After that, it became quiet. At night,
I'm home. Asuka-san?
welcome back. What's wrong?
My parents and my sister screwed up, didn't they?
Oh. My husband came back from work and was acting really timid. So I told him about what happened during the day while laughing. When he heard what happened,
I'm really sorry. My mom was soft on Kotomi. I don't remember ever pampering my sister, but it seems like she can't get over her old ways. Sorry.
it's not that big of a deal, but it's true that Kotomi is too spoiled, and I thought of her as a relative. But when I realized she's just a stranger, it made me kind of sad.
I'm sorry. Of course, the home baking machine is yours, so you should do whatever you want with it.
I didn't mean to be sarcastic. But when my husband heard my words, he became even more down and didn't say anything. And I felt bad. Even if he didn't say anything, I was going to do whatever I wanted to do anyway. I mean, if my mother-in-law or father-in-law wanted it, I was going to give them either the old one or the new one. But when the first thing they said was how they wanted the new one, I didn't feel like giving it to them anymore. As I was relaxing after dinner thinking about that, the doorbell rang. Who is it at this time of night? Yes?
I'm sorry at this hour. Can we have a talk?
The in-laws came to visit. Even though they live nearby, it would be rude to turn them away. And since it's a holiday tomorrow, we invited them in.
I'm sorry, Asuka-san.
My sister-in-law started crying, and her husband patted her lightly on the back with a troubled expression.
Kotomi? Why are you crying? I mean, what are you guys doing at this hour? Well...
I'm sorry for making you angry. Don't be angry, Asuka-san.
As she apologized, her husband talked.
When I came home from my parents' house, she started crying a little while later. And when I managed to talk to her, she told me she said something rude to her sister-in-law and made her angry.
Oh.
So, she was also sorry and wanted to apologize. I'm sorry for bothering you at this hour.
While her husband was explaining, my sister-in-law was apologizing while crying. I was the one who had declared the in-laws to be my enemies, but somehow, I felt kind of sorry for them. I'm not that angry. I was a bit annoyed, but...
I'm sorry.
Because you and your mother kept going on about the new one and told me to keep the old one without even listening to me, to be honest, I got fed up and thought that was the end.
So you are angry.
You need to listen. That's right, I don't mind whether it was the old one or the new one, but... You know, the one I got from the lottery is the cheaper model.
What?
It only has the basic functions. You can only make basic bread. But the old one I was using was a high-end model, and it could make things like bread, mochi, udon, and even mix in nuts and cheese. It was possessed by the god or devil of bread, so it's expensive, but it's better to have a machine with lots of functions. I was so excited about getting a bonus that I ended up buying the most expensive model. But when I actually started making bread, I probably won't use this function for the rest of my life. That's what I realized. The one I won in the lottery was a cheap one with only the minimum functions, but I thought that was fine. So I thought I should give away the old one or the multifunctional one I'm using now. But Kotomi and your mother wouldn't listen to me at all. In the end, they even said I was mean and told them anybody would be annoyed while laughing. When I said that, my sister-in-law started crying again and kept apologizing. No, it's not that big a deal. I'm not that angry, and I can't help but forgive my cute sister if you cry like that, so don't cry anymore.
Asuka-san!
My sister-in-law says she wouldn't mention the home baking machine again, and she hoped we could continue to get along well. I thought that might be a little lucky to have such a kind sister-in-law who would go to such lengths to make peace with me. After that, my sister-in-law started hugging me and left after apologizing with her husband once again. The next day. Yes? What? Father-in-law? As we were lazing around having breakfast with the leftover bread from yesterday, my in-laws came over.
Sorry to bother you on your day off. My wife started crying and said she treated you unfairly yesterday.
I'm sorry, Asuka. It's not that I'm favoring Kotomi.
Oh. After explaining things properly to my in-laws, we came to an agreement that I would give the old home baking machine to my in-laws and hold a baking class for my mother-in-law and sister-in-law once a month.
We've been receiving all sorts of bread, but you must have been spending money on ingredients, right? Oh, I'm sorry, Asuka-san.
I'm sorry, I didn't notice.
Well, it's not that much. Since Ryota's working hard, we can afford the ingredients for my hobby of baking.
Yeah.
I didn't pay for it from the family budget because it was my hobby. But after that discussion, my father-in-law, my husband, and my sister-in-law's husband agreed to pay for the ingredients for the baking class.
You can make mochi too, right? Handmade mochi reminds me of when I was a kid.
You can make croissants too? I want to make them. Croissants are a bit of a challenge. Let's make mochi for now. We'll make rice flour bread later.
Yes!
For me, I'm happy because I can still make bread at home as a hobby in a relaxed environment. And I can also get to know my mother-in-law and her family better while making various things without worrying about the cost. I think the men had to cut back a little on their own spending, but they were able to eat delicious bread and everyone had a good time. So I think it was a win-win situation for them too.
I'm Yamato. I've been working part-time at a cafe near my house since I was a student. But when I started thinking about getting a job...
Yamato, why don't you work here?
What?
You haven't found a job yet, right? We're a limited company after all. If you join us as a full-time employee, I'll make you the manager. And in the future, you know I'm planning to open a second branch in front of the station, right?
Ah.
I want to concentrate on that side, and I was wondering if there was someone I could leave this place to. What do you think?
After thinking about it overnight, I decided to take the job at the place where I was working part-time. I have an older brother and younger sister.
If you're okay with that, we don't mind, but it'll be for life, you know.
The new graduate card is important. If you don't regret it, that's fine. But don't you think you should get a proper job?
The two of them who are already working tried to stop me. But to be honest, if you ask me if I have something I want to do now, I don't. I tried hard with the job hunting thing, and when thinking about joining some subsidiary company in a building near the station commuting there every day, making some kind of document that I don't really understand, then making some kind of promise with someone to move some money. I'll work at the cafe. At least a workplace where I know what I'm supposed to do is much better. I made up my mind.
I'm glad, thanks. Then, sign this document.
Okay.
All right. From today, you're the manager of this store. But the work won't change that much. You know the whole process, so just do that. Anyway, I'm the most important person in this shop, and you're next.
Huh.
I'll leave the managing of other part-timers to you. Think of this shop as your own shop.
Okay. And so, I became the hired manager of this cafe. Soon after, the second shop really opened, and since the owner went there, this shop was left to me. Welcome!
I'll have an iced latte.
Yes. The shop isn't that big, so it only takes me and 2 part-time workers to run it. It's a shop that sells quietness, so most of the customers order a drink when they sit down, start reading, and leave after an hour. During lunchtime, there are people who order light meals, but it's not too busy, so I thought it would be a workplace. I was spending my time in peace, but one day... One iced milk tea, please.
Right away.
Hot latte.
Yes. There seems to have been an increase in the number of students recently.
I heard that a cram school opened nearby. There are probably students from there.
I see. I thought the customer base had changed recently, but it seems that's what happened. When the students order, they open their reference books and start studying. I thought it was fine, but even after an hour or two, they didn't move at all, and they only sipped the drinks we brought them. Well, I guess it's like this with students. I thought so and watched over them, but one of the students who came regularly... Orange juice, please. Yes.
Oh, over here. Today's the practice test, right? It's the worst. Let's go over it.
Welcome. I'll take your order.
Oh, she's with us.
What?
Don't worry about it. The test covers this part, right? Wasn't it this?
What? Those two didn't order?
Yes. She told me not to worry since she's with them.
No, we do mind. This isn't your friend's house. Is that how young people think these days? No, they're only 4 or 5 years younger than me. I wanted to believe they didn't think like that. But it's a problem. Ever since the cram school opened, the number of customers who stay for 2 or 3 hours with just one drink has increased. And kids who don't want to order anything have started to appear. As I was thinking about what to do, here's your iced coffee. Please leave it here. No, over there. What? Oh, he's with us.
I'm with them.
That's right. No, this is a cafe, not your friend's house. Everyone has to order at least one thing. What? They started laughing and I got angry.
He ordered, right? He sits here, so there's no need for us to order something, is there?
Is he trying to win an argument? I was pissed. You're a customer, right?
That's right.
At this store, we only recognize people who order something as customers. So if you don't, you can go. I smile and point to the door.
This store only recognizes people who order as customers? Would you say the same thing to a mother who brings her baby? People who don't order aren't customers. I don't know if babies drink coffee or tea, but in that case, we use common sense to deal with it. Are they stupid? While hiding my true feelings with a smile. What's your order? The kids.
Damn, so cheap. Stop getting arrogant when you only work a job like this.
They were saying something, but they fell silent when I brought the drink, so I ignored them. After that, I told the part-time staff that I would like each customer to order at least one item, and that they should not occupy seats while studying. I also put up signs in the store. I'll take responsibility for this, so you can turn away any stupid student customers.
Okay. Understood.
I thought that would solve the problem, but then I saw a customer sitting at a table with a notebook spread out. Excuse me, please refrain from studying. When I warned him.
Huh? I'm just reading. I just have a habit of making notes on things that catch my eye.
There were kids who put a book cover on the reference book and played dumb. I've had enough of them. So when I saw kids like that,
I'll report you to the school as being malicious.
and I warned them like that. And I picked out the annoying customers who came often from the surveillance camera footage and found out what school they go to and sent photos to them. Your students are causing problems. Do you not have a study room at your school?
I'm sorry. We'll do our best. We warned the students at the meeting, and I also gave them individual warnings. I'm sorry.
I think it's good that they're so enthusiastic about their studies, but I would appreciate it if the school could support them. I got a report and an apology. Furthermore, I was able to deduce from the reference book that the kids from the cram school nearby had also sent photos and notified the cram school by phone. And I was able to get a report and apology from them as well. And I asked the students of A High School to refrain from coming to the store. I reported the matter to A High School and received an apology from the vice principal. I asked the students of B Private School to refrain from coming to the store. I reported the matter to B Private School and received an apology. I put up a notice in the store and actually implemented a ban on entry. I felt sorry to the students who have returned home from school, but I've banned all of them from entering the store. Then, they started coming in regular clothes, but please refrain from studying.
What?
Should I report the school or the cram school?
Ugh.
Because the store isn't that big, I check it regularly and keep reporting them. There are also customers who were probably underage and smoking in the smoking area, so I immediately reported them to the police. While I was doing this, half a year passed. The annoying customers disappeared. The regular customers came back, and it seemed that the cafe was introduced on someone's blog or video, and sales increased more than before the cram school opened. It was worth it to have managed to keep a firm attitude towards the annoying customers, and I thought I had regained my peaceful days.
Yamato, you're fired.
What? I didn't know what happened, but suddenly I was fired.
I heard you made it off limits for the students from B Cram School. Why did you do something like that?
I explained the situation, including my responsibilities as the store manager, but
My grandson is attending B Cram School, but then he started getting harassed there. I looked into it and found out that the reason for this was here.
it seems that the troublesome kid I had kicked out was the owner's grandson's classmate. And the reason why the cram school students started coming to the store was because...
This is my grandpa's store. Huh? Can you make it free?
My grandpa could, but he's at a different store now.
These word of mouths were the reason. But
I don't want to hear excuses. This is my store. Just because you're the manager, you can't ban people and report them to the police or school without my permission. What do you think you're doing?
I tried to explain as hard as I could and refute the claims sincerely, but it was no use. In the end,
I'll give you the severance payment. Thanks and goodbye.
I was made a full-time employee, but less than a year later, I was fired. I was given a severance payment of several 100,000 yen on top of my salary, and I had to leave the store.
What? Sue them!
See? I told you so.
Well, it's the path that Yamato chose.
Getting the severance pay is kind of dirty. But that's life. Go find another job.
Yeah. I've already been scolded by my siblings, who should have already left home. But my mother was right. I guess this is life too. I was fired from the job I had worked at for several years since university, and I was pretty down. But I decided to look for a job. Sometime after. Why don't you come work for my company? We're really short of staff. There'll be an interview, but you'll definitely be fine. Seriously? Thanks! I was able to find a job quite quickly through a friend. I didn't really understand what it was like to work for a normal company. But after becoming an actual employee, I found that life was quite enjoyable.
Yamato-san, how is this matter coming along?
Yeah, I've already contacted them, so please leave it here. There should be a reply by Monday, so I'll let you know.
Yes.
There are a lot of documents, emails, and phone calls that I don't understand. But if you look closely, you'll see that everything has a meaning and a reason. I don't know if it was a good match, but it seems like things are going quite well. A little while after I got a new job. Yamato, can you look into this? Yes. When I was searching a map for work, I came across a name of a store that I remembered, and when I clicked on it out of curiosity, I can't relax and drink my coffee. I went there for about 10 years, but I can't do it anymore. It was annoying when more kids started showing up, and just when I thought it had picked up and returned to being a place where you could relax, it was just my imagination. There were underage kids in the smoking area. The shop was originally popular with core fans, and it was a place that seemed to have been established on that basis. It was making a good profit, and by getting rid of customers who would harm that led to higher sales. So I hadn't really paid attention to online reviews, but it seemed that regular customers had been quietly posting. I didn't really understand whether the numbers were good or bad, but there weren't any negative comments. When I looked again, I noticed that the number of reviews had doubled in the last few months, and most of them were bad reviews. It was a good store. I'm disappointed. There were a few comments like that, so I looked at the users and saw that the person who wrote the comment had never written a bad review about any other store. It kinda hurt my heart. A little while later, I passed by the store on my way to work, and it had closed down. I guess that's inevitable. I also saw the cram school in that building also closed down. I wonder who benefited from that.
I am Kotomi. I've been married to my husband Kenji for a little over a year.
Kotomi's cooking is really delicious.
Thanks for the compliment. I made a lot of them, so eat up.
Yay!
I used to work in a restaurant kitchen before I married Kenji, so I have confidence in my cooking skills. And because my husband says my food is delicious and tasty,
I enjoyed cooking even more. One day, when my husband came home in the evening,
Excuse me.
What? My husband came home with a man I didn't know. Who are you?
My name is Makoto Takahashi. I'm always indebted to the chief.
Oh, hello. My husband came home with a junior colleague from work without any prior notice.
Katomi, I'm sorry to ask you this out of the blue. This guy lives alone, but he seems to eat convenience store bento every day. So, could you let him try some of your cooking?
My cooking? I was confused by the sudden request.
I'm sorry to ask you this out of the blue. I've always heard from my senior that his wife's cooking is exquisite, so I said I'd like to try it and was invited here today.
Huh.
Well, don't be so formal. Come on up.
Excuse me for disturbing you.
Saying this, Kenji invited Takahashi-san to come up to the house. I didn't hear about this. Why all of a sudden?
Please, if he keeps eating like that, it's bad for his health, right? I thought I'd treat him to a nice meal.
Saying this, Kenji followed his junior into the living room. To be honest, I was a little confused by the sudden visit, but Kenji said he recently been promoted, so I thought he might be happy to have a subordinate now. When I thought about that, I felt a little happy, and I couldn't help but prepare a meal for Takahashi-san too. I thought about a dish I could make with the ingredients in the fridge, and I made oyakodon for him. I'm sorry, I heard you usually eat out, and oyakodon isn't really that different from your usual meals, but...
No, it's not at all.
My wife's cooking is exquisite, so go ahead and try it.
Yes, itadakimasu.
Saying this, Takahashi-san put the oyakodon in his mouth.
It's delicious. Oh, it's the best. I've never had oyakodon like this before.
I told you, right? My wife's cooking is good enough to be served anywhere.
Takahashi-san, you're praising it a little too much. It's just a normal oyakodon if you make it at home.
That's not true. The egg is so fluffy, and the chicken is so tender. Oh, it's perfect.
Thanks. I was a little worried about the oyakodon I made in a rush, but Takahashi-san praised it more than I had imagined, so I was very happy. After that, the two of them ate the oyakodon in less than 5 minutes. You eat so fast.
This was a real treat. Thank you so much.
See? I told you my wife's cooking was the best.
Yes, it was really delicious.
After that, we chatted with Takahashi-san for a little while and went home.
Katomi, thanks for today.
Yeah. I was a little surprised at first, but he seemed happy with it, so it was worth making.
I'm glad. I think he was really happy.
That's how the conversation ended that day. But a month later...
Katomi, I'm home.
It's been a while, ma'am.
Oh, hello. Kenji has brought Takahashi-san home again.
Katomi, I'm sorry. Can you do it again today?
What? Again?
I'm sorry, ma'am.
I thought not again, but his eating last time was pleasant for as the cook, so I thought I'd let him come in. I served the leftover fried chicken and potato salad for dinner today.
Wow! This combination is the best!
Katomi's fried chicken is especially delicious, so try it.
My husband said this and Takahashi-san took a bite of the fried chicken.
Wow, it's delicious! The best! This goes well with rice. Right?
That's good. That day too, he finished in an instant and left looking very pleased. But since then...
Katomi, I'm home. Sorry again today, ma'am.
What? Again? Before it was once a month, but recently the frequency has been increasing. Kenji, this is too much.
Don't complain. It makes you happy when people eat your cooking, right?
Well, that's true, but... He said that and invited him into the house and asked me to cook for him. I don't usually cook extra food in anticipation of Takahashi-san's visits. So when he comes like this, I have to rush around and cook something.
Yeah, it's delicious today too.
Katomi, can I get seconds?
Oh, me too.
Ugh. And his attitude was gradually becoming more and more arrogant.
Oh, ma'am, do you have any leftovers for this? I'd like to have it for breakfast tomorrow too.
What? You're gonna take it home?
I mean, it's delicious.
Good for you, Katomi. He likes the food you make.
Ugh. I've been gradually building up a sense of dissatisfaction. However, they have no way of knowing how I feel, and they've been coming more and more frequently. What was once a few week thing recently jumped up to multiple times a week. This is too much. If it's once a month, I don't often get the chance to interact with Kenji's junior colleagues at work. And as the person who made the food, I'm also happy that he eats so much as my husband says. But at this pace, it's not just my mental health that's suffering, but our household finances are also being squeezed, and it's tough. 2.5 times? The cost of food has more than doubled compared to before. I couldn't ignore the situation any longer, so I decided to warn my husband. Kenji, can you stop calling Takahashi-san over to eat?
What? Why?
Why? I can't make other people's food that often. Besides, the cost of food is more than doubled compared to before.
But seeing him eat like that makes you feel good, right? I think you being able to see that is good for an ex-cook like you.
Of course. At first I was happy to see him like that, but I want you to think about the frequency of it. I also have other things I need to do.
I know that, but...
Even after I warned him so many times, he just kept making excuses. Fine. If you're going to be that stubborn, I'll cut down on your pocket money.
What?
Kenji was reluctantly but finally understood me. He finally understood. I thought I could finally live a little more calmly, but... What?
It's been a while.
Sorry. He said he wanted to eat again.
A month later, Kenji brought Takahashi-san home again. This guy. I wanted to shout at Kenji right there, but I managed to hold it back since it was front in front of Takahashi-san. I decided to give my husband a lecture after Takahashi-san leaves, and I prepared the food, but...
Ma'am, I heard from my chief that you said you were gonna cut down on his spending money.
What?
Please, don't do that. He's always eating cup ramen in the corner of the staff canteen at lunchtime.
Hey, stop it!
When Takahashi-san said that to me, I realized that they were in on this together. After Takahashi-san left, I questioned Kenji. What's going on? You two are trying to convince me?
What are you so angry about?
Of course I'm angry. If my husband's junior colleague says something like that, it's like I'm being mean to you.
He didn't say it like that.
I told you, didn't I? If it goes on any longer, I'll cut your allowance. You're okay with that, right?
Wait a minute! Me and Takahashi were enjoying it, weren't we? I was doing it with the intention of being a good husband, thinking I could make my wife happy by showing that look on her faces. Don't say it like that!
Being a good husband? Did you think I'd be happy?
Yeah, that's right! You were happy, weren't you?
I'm so fed up. This man doesn't think about his wife's feelings. He just wants to look good to his junior colleague. I got so fed up with being with him that I didn't go home the next day, and I evacuated to my in-laws' house who lives nearby.
Oh, Kotomi? Is something wrong?
Mother-in-law, sorry to come in like this. Fortunately, I have a good relationship with my mother-in-law, so I can talk to her about my husband's complaints.
What? Kenji brings his junior?
That's right. At first, it was about once a month, but the frequency gradually increased, and it's recently been 2 or 3 times a week.
That's not good.
Yes, expenses for food increases, and so does my burden.
That stupid son of mine. I need to teach him a lesson.
Please, he never listens to me. Then, my mother-in-law told me she had an idea, and a few days later...
Hello, ma'am. We're here again. Excuse me. Katomi, I'm home.
As if he hadn't learned his lesson, my husband came home with Takahashi-san again, but...
What? Mom too?
Welcome back, Kenji.
What? Your mother?
I was waiting for Kenji to come home with my mother-in-law today.
Why is Mom here?
Kenji, I heard from Kotomi-san you've been bringing your junior colleagues home with you, even though she's been telling you that she was inconvenienced by it.
What? Inconvenienced? No, I thought Katomi would be happy.
Happy? If you really think that, why don't you make it for him?
What?
When my mother-in-law said that, I decided not to make anything today. If you want to eat, you'll have to prepare your own food.
What? But we just got home from work.
So what? Does that mean the husbands who work outside the home don't have to do anything at home?
No, it's not like that, but...
Then you should stand in the kitchen today. You too.
What? Me too?
And under the guidance of the mother-in-law, the two of them stood in the kitchen and made their own dinner.
No, you can't cut it that big. It won't cook all the way.
What? Smaller?
Huh? Have you never cooked before? If you put that much water, it'll be soggy rice.
No. My hands are cold.
Sorry, Kotomi-san. It's going to take a little longer.
Okay, I'm hungry. And with the help of my mother-in-law, they managed to finish cooking. The food was served on the table an hour and a half after they stood in the kitchen. Finally. I was getting tired of waiting.
Hey! Hey! I did my best making this. You can't say it like that.
Kenji was getting on my nerves with his comments, but...
Hey, who are you to talk? This is what you were always making her do.
Kenji was taken aback by my mother-in-law's words. I don't know if Takahashi-san, who was next to him, was tired from cooking, but he seemed more exhausted than when he arrived.
Now you know how selfish you were, don't you? How much trouble do you think you caused Kotomi-san?
Kenji was scolded by his mother, Takahashi-san by his boss's mother whom he had never met before, and both of them were clearly taken aback.
Ma'am and Mother, I'm really sorry. I don't usually cook, so I didn't know how hard it was. I thought that it wouldn't be a problem at all because I heard you like to cook.
I'm sorry too. I won't do this. I'm really sorry.
Saying that, my husband and Takahashi-san got down on their knees.
It's too early to be done with it. There's still the washing up to do.
What? You're not gonna make us do that too, are you?
What? Who's the guy who brings his junior to make her do that too?
When she said that, my husband looked like he had nothing to say. Takahashi-san must have already given up. He started to clean up the dishes in silence. After finishing everything, Takahashi-san left a little past 9 p.m.
I'm really sorry about it.
He bowed deeply and left.
Kotomi, Mom, I'm really sorry.
You better reflect on this.
It seems that my mother-in-law's strategy worked. Kenji apologized with a really guilty face. I want to think that this time he would really reflect on it, but he said he'd reflect on it last time and still brought his junior again. I thought I'd give him another warning. Here.
What? Divorce papers? Wait! I've already reflected on my actions!
When I showed him the green paper, he started panicking. No, I told you not to do it before, but you still brought him with you, so I thought I'd just get a sign beforehand.
What?
If you do the same thing again, I'll go straight to the city hall with this.
You don't trust your husband?
Yeah, you have a prior offense. My husband reluctantly signed the divorce papers. I just hope that the time when I have to use them never comes. After that, I wonder if it was the effect of having him sign the divorce papers, but he stopped bringing Takahashi-san home and also readily agreed to the reduction in his pocket money for 3 months. And, as if to make up for the trust he lost up until then, he started doing chores around the house.
How's Kenji these days?
He's completely different from before, like a changed man.
I see. That's good.
At one point, I wondered what I should do about this man, but thanks to the help of my mother-in-law, my husband has become so much more obedient, and I'm happy. I think that the incident was a necessary trial for both of us to go through. My name is Asuka. I've been married to Ryota for 6 years, and our daughter Ayaka is 4 years old now. The three of us live together in harmony.
Mom, at nursery school today.
Yeah, just a moment. Ever since my daughter started going to nursery school, she suddenly started talking more, and she also started telling me about the things that happened. Of course, I'd love to take the time to listen to her, but I also work during the day. And I have a lot of things to do at home, so I was frustrated that I couldn't listen properly to my daughter's stories. The only time I can relax is when I'm spending the evening with Ryota after putting Ayaka to bed. Today, Ayaka talked to me a lot.
She's really started talking a lot recently. Where did she learn all those words? I'm so surprised.
Right? Ryota and I were having that kind of conversation, and then Ryota suddenly...
But I want to go out as a couple again for the first time in a while.
He said that. What? As a couple?
Yeah, it was fun with Ayaka too. But it's been a while since we went on a date together like we used to.
That's true.
We used to go to the movies together, remember?
He said something like that, and that reminded me.
Oh, I wanted to see the latest series of that. We went to see it together when we were dating, remember?
Yeah, we did.
That was a movie we went to see when we were still going out. The latest in that series was released recently. Then Ryota.
How about we go see it next time? During the weekday when Ayaka's at nursery school.
What? On a weekday? I was surprised when my husband suggested that, but I still had a lot of paid leaves left, and with Ayaka at nursery school, I thought we could enjoy ourselves without feeling guilty. That's a good idea! I think I can take a paid leave next week.
Really? I think I can too.
So, we decided to go on a date to the movies for the first time in a while using our paid leave for the afternoon next week. On the day of the date. If you'll excuse me.
Yeah, have a good time.
Thank you. I finished work before lunch, changed at home, and then went to the movies. I'm going to meet Ryota there.
Sorry for the wait.
No, I just got here.
I see. That's good. I'm excited for this movie. It's been so long since the last time we went on a date.
Seriously. It's been a while since we went on a date together since we got married. We headed to the ticket counter excited. Then... What? Kaori-san? What? When we were about to join the queue, I saw a woman I recognized, so I called out to her. And sure enough, it was her. Kaori-san, it's rare to see you here by yourself. Are you watching a movie? Well, yeah. She's Kaori-san, my older brother Fubuki's wife. We live in the same neighborhood, so sometimes we run into each other like this. But it's rare to see her here during the day on a weekday. Did you come to see the latest in that series too? It's so good, isn't it? Then Kaori-san. What about Ayaka-chan? What? Before she answered my question, she asked me a question and I was taken aback. Oh, I left Ayaka at nursery and took the afternoon off work today, so the two of us came to see the movie. When I explained, Kaori-san's expression changed. If you've taken the day off, why don't you go and pick her up? Huh?
What?
When she suddenly said something like that in a hysterical voice, we were both surprised. We thought of going on a date as a couple today. Even so, don't you feel sorry without the child? Do you even love her? What? Isn't that child neglect? Child neglect? Both of us were frozen by her outrageous argument. No, we came to the movies as a couple to relax today. But you could have brought Ayaka-chan with you, right? Why didn't you? I don't think Ayaka would understand the content.
I don't think she could sit still.
We tried to explain to her, but it didn't seem to have any effect on her at all. I can't believe you would think of coming alone without your child. I don't usually have much contact with Kaori-san, but I never imagined she would be such a stubborn person. As we were talking, the time for the movie was gradually approaching.
Oh, excuse me. We have to go soon, so we'll leave it at this.
Right, excuse us then. Thanks to Ryota, we managed to get away from the situation, and we're able to buy the tickets.
What was that?
I don't know. We handed the ticket we bought to the clerk and sat down to watch the movie. However, I couldn't concentrate on the movie at all because I kept thinking about Kaori-san's words.
I couldn't concentrate on the movie at all.
Really? Me too. After the movie, I went home with Ryota, and when he suddenly said that, I thought, Ryota too.
Why did she get so worked up?
Yeah, I think I'll tell my brother about it too.
That might be a good idea.
That day, the two of us went to pick up Ayaka, and the three of us went to a family restaurant for dinner and then went home. That night, that happened. Is Kaori-san worried about something? After putting Ayaka to bed, I called my brother Fubuki and told him about what had happened that day.
Kaori, I see.
My brother said that in a worrying tone.
Actually, we're going through infertility treatment right now.
What? Really? That's the first time I heard that. I didn't know.
Yeah, it's been about 7 years since we got married. But we haven't been able to have a baby at all. And Kaori is kinda depressed about it. So, we've finally decided to go ahead with the treatment.
I see.
Yeah, but even so, it still hasn't worked out. They say it's a gift from heaven, so I think we'll just have to wait patiently. But Kaori sometimes acts out.
I see. That explains why she was so aggressive towards us that day when we went to see a movie without our child. It must be tough for her, but it's not good for her to behave like that in a place like that.
Yeah, Kaori works from home, so she often goes out on her own during the day. Like going to the movies or going somewhere far away without telling me.
Well, I'm not telling you to watch her all the time, but I think you should be a little more considerate to her.
I see. Thanks for the warning. I'll try talking to Kaori a little more.
Yeah, do that. That's how the conversation ended. I see. My brother's place is also in a difficult situation. It's true that my brother got married earlier, but I didn't hear a lot of happy news from them. When I heard about the hardships of my brother and his wife, I was able to think that I should give them a little more leeway. But a few months later...
Asuka, listen! We're having a baby!
What? Really? Congratulations!
Congratulations!
My brother came to our house after telling us I had something to report. It was a happy report that I never expected. And that's unbelievable. It's like the troubles you were having a few months ago were a lie.
I know. I'm so glad I waited.
Then Kaori-san. Thank you very much. And I'm sorry, Asuka-san, Ryota-san, for the rude things I said that time. Oh, no, it's in the past.
That's right. Let's not talk about that kind of thing at such a happy occasion.
Kaori-san must have felt bad and she apologized. But we were more than happy that they were finally able to have a baby, so we didn't think it mattered. It's exciting! And the months passed in the blink of an eye, and the baby was born. Wow, it's so tiny and cute!
It really is.
I'm so glad to meet this child.
I'm so glad.
My brother was crying, and I was a little taken aback. But I could fully understand his feelings, and I truly congratulated them from the bottom of my heart. But a few months later, the situation took a sudden turn.
Asuka!
What? What happened? One day off, I was relaxing at home when my brother came to my house looking furious.
That child! It wasn't mine.
What? It turned out that the child he had been hoping for wasn't his.
What do you mean? Well, actually...
According to my brother, he had been wondering about it for a while. Kaori-san's pregnancy came right after they took a short break from infertility treatment to wait it out a little longer.
I know it's not nice to talk about my sister like this, but I felt the timing of Kaori's pregnancy didn't seem to fit.
I see. Even so, he believed Kaori-san and supported his wife during her pregnancy.
But after the baby was born, those doubts only deepened. The baby didn't look like me, and it didn't look like Kaori either.
It's true that they both have thin eyebrows, but the baby that was born had thick eyebrows, and there were some differences. So, what did you do?
We actually took a DNA test.
What? That far? I was surprised to hear that, but I imagine that was the only way to dispel his doubts. And the result that came out,
It's a 99% or higher probability that's not my child.
you're kidding.
Kaori-san having an affair.
And that's how her affair was discovered.
I never would have guessed since she was so obsessed with having kids. That wasn't the case. As long as the baby was born, it didn't matter whose child it was.
My brother rarely gets angry, but I thought that was only natural. So what are you going to do about Kaori-san?
Of course, we're getting a divorce. It's not my child, so I have no obligation to raise it.
My brother came home and vented all the anger he had been holding in on us.
I never would have thought she'd have an affair.
I wonder if he's okay. Later, my brother officially reported that they had gotten a divorce. I thought that things ended rather simply. Then... Who is it? The doorbell rang when I answered, there was Kaori-san. Kaori-san, what are you doing? It's your fault! What? I don't know what she's talking about, but she's blaming me for something. My fault? What is it? Stop playing dumb! You made Fubuki get a divorce with me, didn't you? What? Of course not. You're lying! You said all sorts of lies to Fubuki about what happened at the movies before, too. I'm sure you did the same thing this time. Lies? I only told the truth. Even with this divorce, you're the one who started it, right? I can't believe it. No. As I was wondering what to do with this hysterical woman.
Hey! What are you doing here, Kaori?
Fubuki! My brother came. Why are you here?
I heard from a friend that she's been taking it out on all kinds of people lately. So I thought she might come to see you too. So I came to tell you in person, but...
What? You're saying this to other people too? Oh, well, that's...
Kaori, that's enough! The decision to get a divorce is mine. So stop making up your own reasons. And when we got divorced, I issued a restraining order against you, didn't I? I think we agreed that if you broke that, you'd have to pay additional compensation. You remember that, right?
What? You're kidding! Kaori-san left the scene as if to escape, leaving only those words behind.
Asuka, I'm really sorry.
I was a little surprised, but your timing was perfect. My brother just said to let me know if Kaori-san came again, and then left. But Kaori-san never showed up again.
I think she's finally learned her lesson.
I hope so.
She really was a terrible woman.
My brother has been living alone in an apartment since his divorce, but he comes to visit us quite often. Probably because he feels lonely. You better find someone else soon.
I know. But I just don't feel like it right now.
It seems like my brother is feeling quite down, so it's going to take a little longer before he takes the next step. She really was a crazy person, but I think it's good that he's divorced now as her younger sister. I think I'll keep that to myself, though.
Thank you for watching all the way till the end. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. See you next time!